Kitchen team is actually waiting to greet all of you. So let's in fact go and see what's happening inside.
Namaste. Welcome to the Edible Art Kitchen of Untitled Bangalore. I will go through post-COVID preparations, how we have done for the food production practicals. The hygiene sink where we have soap solution, hand sanitizer. Okay, before the student comes inside the kitchen, has to wash their hands for 20 seconds and use a sanitizer and come towards the practical sessions. Okay. This is a kitchen. This is the main kitchen. We have two kitchens. Okay, this is the main kitchen where we run our YCO, our TCI, YCIJ and YCI competitions, and this is a kitchen where we also do our kitchen practicals. So coming to the stations, our kitchen tables are set with a hand wash and hand sanitizer for the students to wash their hands in regular intervals. These are some of the equipments we do use in our practicals. Waffle machines for breakfast buffets and all, KitchenAid for the bakery and pastry practicals. I will show you some more equipments which we are using inside the kitchen for our kitchen practicals, where we understand in the second year we have a lot of cuisines to work on, which is like Indian cuisine, French cuisine, Maharashtrian cuisine, and we have Italian cuisine. So we normally make a lot of fresh pastas. This is the pasta machine where we use, and also we also have a machine which is called sous vide machine, which is basically which understands the vacuum pack sealing and poaching the meat. Okay, so let me tell how we are planning ourselves for the understanding the social distances and taking the practicals inside our kitchen. So we have 10 tables over here. We are putting 2 students on each table. Okay, understanding the social distancing, we are keeping only 2 students per table. So that and the demo will happen on the front table where it will be displayed on the TV, so that the students will understand the social distancing and they will work on their stations for the food practicals in a small batches.
Right, so I'm certain that you really like the Bangalore kitchen, and definitely you've had a good time, meeting all my chefs out here. In fact, who will be the ones who will be going ahead and teaching all our students. And let's now get inside the restaurant, one of our training restaurants, where my restaurant team is in fact waiting to greet all of you. So let's get inside.
Namaste, my name is Saurabh Chatterjee. I'm a faculty of Food and Beverage Service at IIM Bangalore. I am here to explain you and give you a little bit of small brief about after COVID, when the students will be coming, or the new students who will be joining, how they will learn about food and beverage service at our college. So this is our restaurant. You can see our restaurant name is WSL1, and we have a beautiful setup over here done, and over here the rest of students generally come and learn about food and beverage practical session. Okay, and we also have a table setup done for you as a demo, and you can see so this is the standard table setup that the specialty restaurant they'll be having. So the students will be learning about in-depth about food and beverage service table setup. And Gure the trolley that we have. So one of the service procedure that we do in a specialty restaurant, especially in five-star dining restaurant, the server will be going in front of the table and they'll be cooking partially cooked food in front of the restaurant, in front of the guest, and using a technique called as flambe. And as you can see, we have a lovely, beautiful wine setup display that we have done for you. So as you can see, the students will be learning in-depth knowledge in coffee, tea, coffee and everything, and we do have a automated coffee machine with us, where all the different types of coffee that we serve in 5-star hotel, starting from cappuccino, latte, americano, everything the students will be making by themselves, and they'll be learning about it. We have a full phase of bar setup. You can see the display bottles has been kept, though it is all dummy bottle. But also the students will be learning about the different equipments that is used in the bar, starting from your different types of shaker, your different bar equipments and everything. All the new technologies that we are using in the bar, the new trends, everything will be taught to them.
What all safety measures we have taken while the student will learn in the classroom actually in the practical session. So as you can see, the table setup which we have done it, there is an equal amount of distance is given to each table, so that the students can maintain the distance and they can study it. And once the practical session is over, you can see that all the cutleries and crockeries will be sanitized for the next session.
Okay, let's get inside our computer labs. where our students are going to be coming and of course, taking the practical sessions for IT. So this is one of our computer labs of IHM Bangalore. So very importantly, as you're able to see, we are able to keep here a minimum distance of 2 feet and of course a maximum of 6 feet between how the children are going to be sitting here and taking care of the computer classes, right? So this is a computer lab for all students. Along with that, we also have our books, a library section to it attached where all our books for all the particular departmental studies, both the management aspect as well as the hotel operations aspect, all the kind of books and journals have been basically accumulated and kept here on display. We also have a fantastic reading room for our students, which is of course on the right side of this room, wherein the students can basically refer to these books, sit there and study. Right, so folks, we have just come into another campus of ours, which is of course there in the heart of Indiranagar itself, just next to our main campus of Indiranagar. So I would like to in fact show you again a little bit about our campus out here as well. Before that, there is something which is extremely important for us to make you remember. Forbes, one of the international most reputed magazines all over for the last 3 years, always mentions IHM as to be the great place to study. So keeping that responsibility intact, we have to go ahead and adhere to all mandates from the government, from the health ministry, to ensure that our students and everybody who is working with IHM Bangalore is safe and sound. As you're able to see out here in our second building as well, we have got our team working on it, and there's a special chemical that we have to basically use to ensure the sanitization is very proper, and that is sodium hypochlorite. So that's how our housekeeping worker is actually doing right now, cleaning the doorknobs. And again, I would like to tell you that this happens every 30 minutes. So, maintaining the contact, ensuring that it's completely safe, ensuring that every team member who is in the campus and everybody who is visiting, we have to ensure that this sanitization and this cleaning happens regularly. And as I said again, this is a repetition I'm doing once again to you because this is very critical for everybody who is opening up the campuses and workplaces to study or to work. That is to basically use the right kind of chemicals for ensuring proper sanitization. Okay, so everyone, you have already seen how the main kitchen, the training kitchens and definitely the training restaurants look like, and you've seen the hygiene standards that's been maintained. So now it's time for you to basically also enter our front office practical room. This is how the room looks like. So why don't you come with me? Come on.
Namaste to one and all. As you all know, hospitality always sail the boats of hygiene, and hygiene is never been separated from the sanitization. Reciprocating my own point, I, Hemant Kumar, welcome you to the well-equipped and well-sanitized campus of IIHM Bangalore. So this is one of our dedicated classroom where we teach front office to the students. By keeping the norms of social distancing, we have already reduced the number of students in the batch. So from the front office point of view, I would like to tell that what is the core work of an associate. He take care or she take care of check-in and check-out and the documentation of the guest. And also they make sure that they maintain a good relationship with the guest so that we can show a true sign of hospitality. So basically, first to third year, you learn that how to bridge the gap between an associate to a manager. And I take much pride by saying that this is the place which has already created most of the finest and efficient leader for the industry. So welcome to the computer lab, our well-equipped and well-sanitized computer lab of IIHM Bangalore. So as you know, we are into the digital era and technology has already made the human work very easy. So with that point, we are teaching our student that what is an PMS, Property Management System. It's a kind of software which keeps an accounting of the hotel. For example, all check-in and check-out takes place in PMS. Whatever reports you need, PMS is always there to support you. And based on that reports, manager makes history and forecast reports. They forecast, they see the demand and they roll out the calendar of demand. So basically, if you are an associate, if you are an executive, and if you are a manager, at any moment you need the PMS support, and it also interconnected with all the departments so that you not need to run behind each and every one, but you can see each and everything at your own screen. The only thing you just need to update at one click, and you would be able to see at any corner of the hotel wherever you have the access of PMS.
Okay, time for now to basically show you inside our accommodations operations mock room. Accommodations operations, as you already know, is the other name for housekeeping operations. So let us see how the mock room looks like.
Namaste, welcome to the housekeeping department. This is a department which takes care of the aesthetic cleaning, of the maintenance of the hotel. Here in IIHM, we make the student make sure that they learn and they are par with the hotels when they go and work. So this is our mock room. The mock room is set up in such a way that student can learn from here, and when they go to the hotel, it will not be very new for them. If, for example, if you see, we have a writing table, we come a dressing table with a mirror. We have a luggage rack, a mini bar, a butler tray, a mini bar with all the setup of the amenities or the supplies which we serve in the hotel, like we have beverages. The student learned how to do the bed making. If you see, there's a sample of a day bed, as well as we have a sample of the evening turn down service, the evening service. Please see here, this is a turn down service with a towel art. In our college, we make the student learn like towel art to different creativity like the paper art, then best out of waste. All these things are being taught to the student, or they are being asked to make it so that they can enhance their creativity. But since this department is also connected with the creativity and the ambience, this is how we connected with that. This is the two twin bedded. The students are also taught how to clean the bathroom. The bathroom is being set up, the demo is being set up, or the model is being set up as how we see in the hotels. If we see, there is a vanity counter with the mirror, then we have a shower area with different fittings and fixtures put up here together. Students are being taught how to clean all these things, this area, including the bathroom floor to the bathroom wall, with the trend of what has been happening in the hotel.
Okay, so this is one of our classrooms of IIHM Bangalore in one of our campuses, and as you're able to see, we have maintained proper social distancing amongst all the seating arrangements out here. So there's a minimum of 6 feet of difference, between one seat with the other. So we have definitely gone ahead and made exclusive units, tutorial sections, and definitely all the large classrooms has been, having very, very less student capacity right now, as you're able to see here. Right? All the arrangements have been done as per the Health Ministry adherence, and definitely, the state-of-the-art technology that we have in the classroom, ensuring that students are receiving the education as per complete technology, and definitely with all the kind of comfort which is important. Okay, so let's move into another classroom of IIHM Bangalore. Let's come inside. Why don't you follow me? Please come. So are able to see all our classrooms are well equipped with projector systems, slides, and definitely everything is equipped with air conditions and proper lighting for our students' comfort. And definitely a very, very important point for each and every classrooms of ours, that is to maintain proper safe distancing. So every seat that we have for our students is definitely ensuring maximum 6 feet of distance and minimum 2 feet of distance in between to maintain safe distancing, to maintain students' health and safety. A little sneak peek of the classroom right now, and you're able to see such beautiful trees, which in fact overlooks our classrooms. And Bangalore and definitely Indiranagar happens to be one of the most beautiful locations of Karnataka, and definitely our students really enjoy the weather. We all enjoy the lovely, you can say the ambience around the campuses, and definitely this is a treat for all students who come and basically study here at IIHM. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that you have liked our campus, and it was indeed a pleasure for us today, to go ahead and take you on a virtual round of IIHM Bangalore. So, of course, in the heart of the city of Bangalore, we are looking forward to welcoming all of you in person in the next coming few days. Please understand, as a perspective, it is very, very important for us to go ahead and keep and maintain proper, safe distancing, and definitely sanitize our campus, and this was how it's going to be remaining so. So we look forward to seeing you in person very, very soon, and to all of you, please stay healthy, please stay safe, and look forward to see you very, very soon at IIHM Bangalore once again. Namaskar.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dear students, you have been watching our campus for a very, very long time. I'm sure last 20 minutes that you were there with us, you have seen the campus well, you have seen exactly how Bangalore looks like, and you've got a very, very fresh perspective of how your future campus life looks like. So that was about IIHM Bangalore, but then of course, I have to go ahead and let you know also about the origin of IIHM and how many more things, important things that you have to keep in mind while you think about hospitality and definitely taking ahead with your admission in the next coming few days. So if I have to talk about IIHM, International Institute of Hotel Management, well, we are here in the country and of course in the world now for the last 30 years. That's its existence, that's the origin of IIHM. And for the last 13 years, we in fact are headquartered out of Kolkata. And apart from Kolkata, which of course happens to be our global campus, we also have campuses across India. We are in fact based down south in Bangalore and in Hyderabad. And definitely in the West campuses, we are having, of course, our campuses located in Pune, Ahmedabad, Jaipur, and of course in Delhi. So we are covering about 8 cities in India. And apart from 8 cities in India, we also are located internationally abroad in 2 locations. One location definitely happens to be in Thailand, in Bangkok. And apart from being in Bangkok, we are also there in Central Asia, Samarkand. And in Samarkand, we definitely boast to be one of the finest and definitely only one international hospitality college. Well, IIHM, I'm sure you have already seen and heard from us about the existence and how many years. Basically, we have been catering to a society, we have been catering towards international hospitality management. If I talk about, how, important and definitely the credibility of our entire institution is, well, more than I talking about the Forbes, you can definitely see that Forbes years after year always declares IIHM to be a dynamic and persistent achiever. So when I talk about being a dynamic and persistent achiever, well, in the field of hospitality, in the field of placements, in the field of, say, being a great place to study and also to work, it's always been acclaimed to be the finest across the last so many years now. And it is a consistent process. Talking about the courses at IIHM, well, I'm sure you have already understood about the wonderful, experience that each one of you would be having here at any of the particular cities of IIHM, and definitely at my city here in Bangalore. Well, after 3 years of successful completion of your academia here, you are going to be awarded with 2 very important degrees. So students and definitely parents who are watching us today, you would be getting, of course, the international reputed UK degree, which is the University of West London UK degree, which is Bachelor's in Hospitality Management after your 3 years of completion here. And together with that, you will also be getting an Indian degree, basically, which is equivalent and, of course, being awarded from the government of India. So these 2 degrees are something which is very, very essential, and this is also going to be supported by NSDC India. So when it comes to skills, when it comes to technical studies, when it comes to a lot of exposures, both in India and of course abroad, IIHM would be giving you a huge all-round of opportunities. Well, my colleagues in the next couple of minutes will also be giving you a complete glimpse of how our entire placements and training opportunities at IIHM looks like, and also what are the different kind of academia and different kind of exposures, student excursions, each one of you would be getting here when you are here at IIHM. So without wasting much time, I would like to go ahead and of course invite my beautiful colleague, Ms. Purnima Manchanda, who happens to be our training head and of course looks into the training as well as placement bit. Purnima is here today with us, and she's going to be going ahead and giving you an amazing version of how the entire training takes place out here at IIHM All India, and also the 100% placement opportunities that each one of you will be getting it. And this is not just students and parents in the hospitality industry and only in hotel industry that we are catering to. you basically will be getting an opportunity to be taken ahead and getting recruited in the best luxury brands. And this is not just in hotels, it will be across, you can say luxury sectors, it will be in, hotels, it will be basically in restaurants, in event management, in real estate, in cruise liners, and definitely the list goes on. So for that, I would like to go ahead and definitely welcome Purnima, who would be coming here and talking to you about the different varied opportunities at IIHM. Over to you, Purnima.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very good evening and namaste. Welcome to all the students and parents who are watching us today. I would like to talk about my favorite subject, which is the internships and placements at IIHM. Before we begin talking about that, I'd like to tell you something interesting. Of late, hospitality is growing in importance in this new experience economy, because today more than products, customers value experiences. And this has led to a growing demand for hospitality professionals across many fields, not just hotels, but also in luxury, brand management, event management, retail, banking, consulting, marketing, and the wider business sector. In fact, anywhere exceptional guest experience is required, which is where IIHM comes in, because experiences are something that people value more these days. You could go to a hotel and have great infrastructure, beautiful interiors, great food. But if your experience with people there or your entire service experience is not good, you won't remember that as much, isn't it? So how does this experience come, and where do you come in to all the budding and to all the aspiring hoteliers? Let me tell you, IIHM will be very instrumental in teaching you about the wow experiences, right? So how we begin this would be in our second year as a part of the curriculum. You would be going for your internships. You choose whether you want to do it domestic or international internship. We have both the options open. For domestic, IIHM Pan India and global, we are very connected with the hotels. We take pride in our connections, in our network. We are like a huge extended family. And we are connected with brands like ITC, the Accor Group, the Taj, the Leela, the Oberoi, the Hyatt, the Marriott, and many more luxury brands that have a wide presence all across the globe. And also, other than that, we have the most happening cloud kitchens, which is in Bangalore and other cities of India. Also, the retail sector. These are the segments of hospitality I have to talk about. So 6 months of internships is actually going to teach you much more about the industry, how they function. You're going to put a lot of theory into practice. And then moving on from that learning experience, you will be placed based on the potential you identify for yourself, that this is where I want to be, this is what I want to do. In your year 3, we will help you understand your potential and explore opportunities accordingly. Our placement teams, as per Forbes, as per the industry figures and percentage, is the best placement team, and I'm very happy to talk about it. We have identified majority of the many segments of hospitality, which is hotels, majorly hotels, and then comes the resort properties, the wellness retreats, the spas, the salons, the hospitals, the fine dine restaurants, the quick service restaurants, the huge chain of cafes that have come in now in India. We have identified these as potential recruiters for you. So your placements will happen not just in hotels, but many other segments based on your potential, of course, and of course your understanding of how you want to grow as a professional. And also, other than that, event management, many students have inquired in the past also. Yes, we have that as a very potential recruiter for you. If you wish to do international internship or you wish to be placed internationally, we have very trusted agencies we work very closely with, and we have in the past sent students to Dubai, to Qatar, to France, we are sending now to Latvia, also to Malta, to Singapore, to Mauritius, to Maldives, and the list goes on. I mean, I can talk about it for an hour if you want. This is a very extensive, very exhaustive list. We have a lot of potential for all of you, a lot of opportunities waiting to happen. You just have to come to us and let you yourself be in our safe hands. That's about it from my end on placements, and over to you, Sanchari ma'am. Back to you to the studio.
Thank you so much, Purnima. That was a very, very exhaustive detail about the different kind of opportunities one gets here at IIHM, and especially, starting from the year two itself, when they're going ahead and getting their internship done, both in India as well as abroad, and also the fantastic placement opportunities which we go ahead and, of course, help students get across the world in different luxury segments and, of course, in various verticals of hospitality. So that was a very, very nicely, informed session. Thank you so much, Purnima, for the detailed information on placements and training. Now, ladies and gentlemen, dear students who are watching us, the entire audience, thank you so much for being here, first of all, and being here as a part of our career seminar from IIHM Bangalore. We are shooting live, and I'm sure that all of you are getting a lot of information in relation to global hospitality management. You're getting a lot of information about how student life would be in the campuses across IIHM, here, of course, in India, and also, internationally, and the different, opportunities that one would be getting, from a global hospitality school. So thank you so much for being an amazing audience to us. Now I would like to go ahead and welcome my Deputy Director of Academics, Ms. Darshana Ghosh. And Ms. Darshana is going to be talking to you and give you a great glimpse of the various kinds of exposures that students would be getting, both in their academia as well as in extracurricular, and of course, the advantages of being here at IIHM. So over to you, Darshana, welcome you here, and definitely we look forward to the great information from you.
Thank you so much, Sanchari. So good afternoon, everybody. If you are viewing us right now, it means that you're interested in a career in hospitality. And for making that choice, I must congratulate you, because this is one of the most exciting industry with activities, challenges, and a new learning every day. And there is no place better than IIHM to learn and imbibe all the attributes you need to be successful in this industry. So how is it that I can say that IIHM offers the best hospitality education? It is not just me or Sanchari ma'am here who has said this. Actually, the Forbes magazine that puts the corporates in their place, who has said that, the IIHM offers one of the best hospitality education. So what are the things that you get at IIHM? One, a curriculum that is ever evolving with an evolving industry, so that what is being taught in the college is what you actually get to see when you go into the industry. So that's the first thing. But as a part of our methodology to help you learn, we go into practices that allow for experiential learning. And when I say experiential learning, it is why we do this is because it has been established by various researchers and people who are into education that there is no learning can be completed within the four walls of a classroom. So along with theory and the practical sessions that you would get within the campus, we also take our students out for hands-on experience of what is learned from books, so that they can see, feel, and understand what exactly is being taught to them. So at IIHM, how do we do this? We believe in taking our students on some fabulous field trips and actual site visits to complete your learning. And also with that, take home some memories of fun experiences. Right? So as soon as you join, we take you around a reputed hotel to see and familiarize yourself with surroundings, of which you will be a part very soon. So you need to familiarize yourself. So that is your first outing or first learning experience. Then between year 1 and 2, you get the opportunity to visit various beer breweries to get the insight into an A to Z of microbrewing process, large commercial laundries where you see and learn all about the process of sorting, understanding fabric, treating, spotting, stain removal, etc., which is taught to you, but here you see firsthand in front of you. We take you to local markets to understand how fresh produce that you're using in the kitchen is purchased, so that you can look for the right specification and purchase the best for making the best food. Our students also get to take center stage in assisting celebrity chefs in high-scale events and demos, which makes them a lot confident, which makes them feel proud of themselves, and also they know that this is what they will be doing in the years to come. So these are the kind of events that, as you are in the first and second year, that you get to experience. But it is in year 3, when you've decided on your area of specialization, you're very, very focused that this is what I want to do. Once you get into a hotel or hospitality, I would be a customer service person, I would be in the kitchen, and you've really decided that we take our students to learn more on these areas. For example, our F&B students go for overnight trips to vineyards and distilleries. food production students to organic farms and food manufacturing plants such as ice cream plants, cheese factories, etc. Our rooms division students travel to understand unique hotels, resorts, horticulture farms, procedures where new technologies are being put up. And also, I have to say that, some of the best trips that, a lot of our IIHM students from first years wait to go for is the international ones. So the coveted trips of IIHM is international ones. And what are these international trips? Well, as part of your academic hard work, where each one of you, when you join our course from year one, you need to keep up your good marks and keep up your attendance so that in year three, we are very sure that these are the students who are very, very serious in their subjects. You get a once in a lifetime chance to represent your campus and be part of an IIHM international tour. In the past, our deserving students have been to vineyards in France and Italy, where they've spent extensive time in vineyards and chateaus, learning and experiencing winemaking firsthand from the experts. The Scotch Whisky Tour to Scotland, where our star students got the opportunity to spend time with master whiskey brand houses, blenders, and learn from production to bottling to marketing. A culinary tour to Paris and surrounding areas, where our students spent time in Michelin-star restaurants, kitchens, visited cheese factories, delicatessens, and were treated to actually demos and even a meal by some top celebrity chefs. So these are some really, really interesting tours that our students can go for if you really work hard for it, of course. But besides all this, I must say that we are the only institute in the country who signed up for the Erasmus student exchange programs. What is the Erasmus student exchange programs? Well, the European Union has tied up with has put across with universities student exchange programs from across the world in various concerns. Well, the concern that is most closest to us is the C2S2, which is the Conscious Caterers and Sustainable Sustenance project, where our students have actually worked with students from Turkey, Sweden, France, and our students have traveled to these countries where they have put up presentations to along with the other students to present to the Research Council a panel on sustainable and good eco practices in the hospitality industry. So these are the things that you would be able to do. Another thing that I'd like to speak about is not exactly a tour, but a very interesting opportunity that the IIHM students get. WSET. WSET or WSET is a wine and spirit education trust that provides globally recognized education and qualification in wines and spirits for professionals and enthusiasts. Now, this is something that is open to a lot of people across the world, but in IIHM, we guide our students, we help our students, and to not just to learn, but also to apply and score good marks and clear these sets. How do we do this? Because our students are taught by an international network of WSET certified expert tutors. And this, how do we do this? Because we have a global connect across the world with chefs, with sommeliers, with wine experts, which makes it easy for our students to learn and crack these exams and go from level 1 to 2 to 3 and become a wine expert themselves. So these are the various things that we do here as part of our education other than just the curriculum. But like I said in the beginning, our industry is ever evolving. Every 6 months, you find that there is a new process. There is a new technology that is introduced in our industry. And what does IIHM do? We are very sharp and we are in connect with what is happening in the industry because we have friends there. We have a global connect there. The GMs come to talk to you all, and hence we start introducing this in your curriculum in the subjects where it is meant to be introduced. For example, in the kitchen, you are taught a software where the entire nutrition, where the entire costing of the foods that you cook would be can be calculated. Similarly, in front office, you would be taught how the entire check-in process can happen through artificial intelligence. So these are the very few things that we do. And there are much more than this. And I can keep talking like Purnima said about placements. But to cut it short, it is a curriculum that is always there on top of other curriculums. And it is not something that is tried, tested, and old that you will learn, but you will learn what is happening new through not just classrooms and theory and what we we show you on the blackboard or the whiteboard, but also through actually visiting these places and seeing for you firsthand through your own eyes as to how it is. So this is all I would like to say today. And if you are ready to learn all this, do come, do visit us, and do take admission, and we are there to help you out. So that's it from my end for right now. And back to you, Sanchari. Hope all of you had a good session. So back to you, Sanchari.
Thank you so much, Dakshina. That was a very exhaustive detail of how our pedagogy looks like, and definitely the learning, the skills, and definitely so many different kind of experiences. It's all about creating experiences, which IHM always does internationally, and that's what we are going to be doing for our students once you become a part of IHM family. And of course, in the next days, few days, in the next couple of months, you'll be a part here and you will see for yourself across all the campuses, the finest placements, the finest opportunities, the finest academia, and definitely with our high-defined team members who will be going ahead and giving you a great experience of hospitality across campuses. So that was about our courses, that was about the entire experiences that we are going ahead and putting across, as of course a global academia for all of you here. And we're all looking forward, just like my team members or everybody mentioned about, we're all looking forward to welcoming you here at IHM. All our campuses are ready. We are waiting for our students to come ahead and join us. And, for the information in relation to how do you go ahead and get enrolled at IHM, I would just like to go ahead and mention that. And I'm sure my team is also going to be sending across the details right now on the live streaming, which is in fact happening for all of you, that we are going to be going ahead and holding our next All India ECHAT, the entrance examination, on the 19th and 20th of August. So there's not much time. If you're really interested for going ahead and of course making a great career in hospitality, and of course being a part of the global hospitality arena, then do not wait. This particular concept and this particular detailing that each one of us has gone ahead and given you today, I'm sure you've understood this very well. If you really think that you would be able to make a great mark in the hospitality industry, you would be able to basically participate well, and you're hardworking, you're somebody who likes people, you're someone who is warm, and of course likes smiling and want to be a great leader of hospitality and across the service industry sectors, do not wait anymore. Go ahead, log into our webpage, which is in fact www.iihm.ac.in. The very moment you're there, students, you'll be able to see a page to enroll yourself for ECHAT. You just have to click that, and then the process is extremely simple. You would have to log in and register yourself, and you'll be receiving the admit card for applying for the examination, which is going to be held on the 19th and 20th. And that's all, and that's how history would be written for you as well as for us. Do not wait anymore. Go ahead, enroll yourself, and we all at IHM look forward to welcoming you here at IHM. And of course, from Bangalore Career Student, this is Sanchari Chaudhary once again welcoming you, and definitely looking forward to seeing you. Thank you very much, and have a lovely, lovely day ahead. Thank you.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad. As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management. Hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IIHM, we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.